Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be looking at IIM Lucknow admission criteria for the batch of 2020 and 22. There is no much detail about the batch profile of IIM Lucknow. So in this video, we'll be only looking at the admission process and criteria and the profile required plus the CAT score weightage in different rounds. So let's begin. So this is the admission policy document of IIM Lucknow. So if you glance through this, there are two major tables. One table describes about the composite score which they use in the stage 1. The other table is the final score weightage for the final selection. So we'll look at these in detail. So let's begin. The admission process comprises of two stages, and stage 1 has 3 sub-stages. So stage 1 is essentially the shortlisting for VAT and PI round. So it contains the eligibility criteria, and once you pass through that stage 1A, then your composite score will be calculated and then you will be scheduled for VAT and PI. So coming to the eligibility criteria, this is the table which gives the different criteria for different batches, PGP, PGP, ABM and PGP SM, different programs. So let us look at PGP program, where the minimum cutoff for the percentile is 90 in total and 85 for each of the different sections, VARC, DILR and Quant for general category. Similarly, you can see for other categories as well. Now moving on to the 1B, which is the composite score. Let us look at this table row by row in detail. So this is our area of concern, the weight given to different factors so far as PGP program is concerned. So let us first take the scaled CAT score that carries weightage of as much as 60%. So that is calculated by taking into consideration the candidate score and the highest score, and then it will be given a weightage of 60. Then comes your HSC marks, your 12th marks. So here you should observe that less than or equal to 80% gives you a straight 0, which is not so in case of other colleges, right? We have seen previously for ABC, at least some points will be given for even if it is less than or equal to 80%, but in this case it is a straight 0. From then on up to 100, your scores will be increasing linearly. Then when you come to graduation score, so these are normalized across different disciplines. So previously we have seen in some of the colleges that they normalize or they take the percentiles depending on the different colleges you belong to, and the data is taken from the last 2 years or 3 years of the students who came from those colleges. So there is a lot of calculation happening in other colleges, but here it's very simple. Your disciplines are taken into consideration and your score is normalized. Once they are normalized, then the marks will be divided between 0 and 10, right? So your graduation score 10 points are given in this way. Now coming to the work experience, our area of concern is this first line. So here you can very clearly see that the minimum work experience which is required to get some weightage is 6+ months of work experience here, right? And your work ex will peak at 26 months and it will remain same there so far as IIM Lucknow is concerned. So again, this is not an eligibility criteria that you must have 6+ months work experience, but only if you have 6+ months work experience, it will be taken into weightage. 0 to 6 months of work experience will be given a weightage of 0. So let's move forward. Let us now look at the diversity factors. So there are two diversity factors here so far as IIM Lucknow is concerned. One is diversity so far as your academic discipline is concerned, and the other is so far as the gender is concerned. So gender's diversity factor is pretty clear, 5 points for females. But so far as the academic discipline is concerned, there's a table given here, and all those disciplines in that table will be awarded 5 points. So let us see what those disciplines are. So these are the disciplines. The first part, if you see the highlighted part, arts or humanities, commerce or economics, then chartered accountancy, cost and works accountancy, company secretaryship, computer application, education including physical education and sports, law, medicine or dentistry, pharmacology, and then sciences. So all these disciplines will come under diverse disciplines and they will be awarded 5 points. So this is only for your first stage of the selection process. So after taking into consideration your composite scores, you will be called for VAT and PI. So once your VAT and PI is done, then comes your stage 2, where the different weightages are given here in this table for the final selection, right? So here if you see, the VAT and PI themselves carry a weightage of 50%, both of them together. So this is a very huge weightage. So once you manage to get an interview call, the conversion mostly depends on the VAT and PI, because all other factors will almost be same, plus minus maybe 5 or 10 points for all those people who are shortlisted for VAT and PI. But your VAT and PI carries a 50% weightage. So it can make or break your chances of getting into IIM Lucknow. Now coming to the summary, these are the different components and these are the different weightages in stage 1 and stage 2, as you can see in the table. So if you observe, as much as 60% is in your hands for stage 1 of your call, and as much as 80%, 30 for CAT score, 10 for VAT and 40 for PI is in your hands starting now if you get selected to stage 2. Right? And one more interesting thing for IIM Lucknow is that it nowhere considers 10th board marks, so they are given a weightage of 0, and the 12th board and graduation marks, which are given a weightage of 10, are reduced to a weightage of 5 in your final selection process. Similarly, work experience weightage is reduced to 5, and this is again interesting, the gender diversity and academic diversity are combined in so far as stage 2 is concerned, right? So both of them together are given a weightage of 5. So in this way, we understood what are the selection criteria for IIM Lucknow. And given that you put a lot of effort starting today, there's a very good chance that most of the factors which you can control, you can excel in those. Right? In upcoming videos, we'll be looking at IIM Kozhikode and IIM Indore selection criteria. And thanks for your time.